Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Mill Creek Crossing Connection, brought to you by Dan Dolan and Dan Dolan Homes. And joining us in studio, we have Dwight Wheelan. And, of course, Dwight, all the talk of the area the last, several months, but certainly it's heated up in the last few weeks, has been the Iowa Hawkeye women's team and Caitlin Clark and all of that. So were you lucky enough to have tickets to go see the game on Sunday there, Dwight?
If I had tickets, I'd sell them.
Yeah. I was just thinking that, too. You know, they were going for $400 a piece, and I would take them and say, hey, $1,000 right here, $1,000. But, and they'd sell. They would have sold.
You'll find somebody that'd buy them.
Yeah. You know, I was getting a kick out of how many so-called celebrities were at the game. You know, rap star and all these other, people from various fields. But one of the ones that kind of struck my eye that a lot of people were talking about afterwards was Nolan Ryan was there.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
Nolan Ryan apparently had a couple of granddaughters that just wanted to see Caitlin Clark. So he took the whole family from Texas up to the game and spent thousands and thousands of dollars to do it. But, hey, he had the money. But it reminded me of how people don't remember about Nolan Ryan. First of all, probably one of the best pitchers ever to play the game.
Yep.
It's 7 no-hitters. I mean, name a guy that had that many. I mean, even Cy Young didn't have 7 no-hitters. And secondly, he was the first player to ever get $1 million salary.
Was that right?
Yes. I still remember that. It was like 1980 or something like that. He signed for $1 million. And people were so upset. I mean, they were irate. Yeah. They're like, how can you pay $1 million to a guy who plays a game? That's just ridiculous. And people were just so angry about it. And I'm thinking, this is probably the greatest pitcher ever to play. And you've got guys right now that are the number 26 man on the bench that make $10 million a year.
Sure.
And Nolan Ryan never made that kind of money, when you think about today.
Hayden Fry always said he coached 10 or 15 years too early.
Yeah.
Because he never was paid what? I mean, it's ridiculous what they're paying coaches today.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's amazing.
If they'd send 90% of that to St. Jude's or Shriners Hospital or something like that, they could do a lot of good.
No question.
Yep.
Well, we are here, of course, to talk about Mill Creek Crossing, and I know we've been mentioning for several months now about the availability of the model home that is out there. And I know last week you kind of teased that there is another home that's going to be on the market soon. So give us a quick update on how things are going.
Well, yeah, we welcome people to walk through or see the model home on Connor Court, which is move-in ready. And, of course, you can always have a short list that you share with Dolan that you want done, and he's very accommodating, and we'll get those things done. But there is another home that soon will be on the market. They're in the process now of patching any holes that might be in the wall and give it a good cleaning, and then it'll be on the market. It's on Garrett Avenue, which would accommodate the people with the snow removal and the lawn mowing, which anybody would be interested in. It has about a half-finished basement also.
Okay.
But we'll have more to say about that home as soon as they get it ready to show and cleaned up, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. It is the same design with the island and things like that to give some idea of what it's going to look like. But the home on Connor Court this week is the weekend that Mary has the treats there.
Oh, that's right. We have to mention that.
She's always got some good cookies and candy and things like that. And I've been there where people get a cookie and they'll walk through the house eating it, and you know what that's like. But then they come back and get a second one. and just keep coming back. And
Yep.
so there's a lot of cookie crumbs that Mary has to clean up, but believe you me, it's clean, and she does a great job of showing a house. She's a wonderful hostess. And, we keep having weekends like this. I'm thinking, it's just across 2 backyards from my house to the model home. We might have some pork chops or something like that one of these weekends. If the people don't want them, why, Mary and I'll eat them.
Sure. Well, I know it's. I'm trying to think when the last time I can remember an early spring like this that is just so mild so early, and I can't. I mean, I think back in the early '80s that we had a spring kind of like this, but yeah, I mean, you're going to be talking about the need for lawn mowing pretty soon, I think.
You bet. I believe it was March the 18th when we moved to Clinton, and I believe it was 83, somewhere along in there. And it was Easter weekend, and when we got ready to go to church, I had to go out and scrape ice off of the windows, the back window of our car. So, no, we were here before that because we were blessed with that nice New Year's Eve snow. And that was, 79? So we were here then, and we'd already bought a house. So I don't remember. 78, I guess, we moved here. But anyway, Dolan's Acres out there was a cornfield with a barn on it, I guess, at that time.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but he's told me things about having to tear down the barn. I think some people wanted some old barn lumber and stuff like that. But I don't. I think he started that subdivision in maybe 7 and ready to sell by 9 or something like that.
What?
But anyway, there's probably 40 houses out there now.
That's what's amazing to me because I started playing softball up at the Erickson Center at that, late 70s, early 80s, and it was just a cornfield.
Yep.
That's all you saw. As far as you could see, it was cornfield, and now you go up there and there are houses, a lot of houses.
And that's interesting because sometimes people come and they want to live on the north side of Garrett Avenue because the man wants to watch that cornfield and the soybeans and things like that. It's that word that brings back memories.
Yeah.
But that's a plus for some people. Mm-hmm. You move from a farm set up into a town like Clinton, and you wonder what you're going to do. Well, there's plenty to do. But, it's progressed so well. When I asked Dan to build a grilling deck for me, I didn't have a deck, but I always had one and I wanted it. And he did. So then some other people copied that idea. He's made changes in the arrangement of the kitchen. We have a kitchen with a breakfast bar. Now they have that beautiful island where you can eat on the back side of the island with a sink. So now, to make it even more pleasant, they've moved the sink across next to a wall, and the island is free for people to sit and eat or to work with. It's all cabinets underneath the island. The women won't lack for cabinet space. A nice pantry in the corner of the kitchen. 3 bedrooms on the main floor. No finished basement in that model home, but the one that's coming up, if I remember right, there's 2 bedrooms upstairs and 2 bedrooms downstairs.
Oh,
so
okay.
it would accommodate even a larger family, have egress windows so that they can have those finished basement bedrooms. But anyway, we welcome people to come out and take a look, and there's no hard sell. You can wander through the house at your own pace and see the things that you like, and if you have questions, Mary will be there to answer them.
And of course, Saturday she'll have some goodies for you, so you can have some refreshments. And is that 11 to 1? Is that the same
Yes.
time?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So on Saturday, 11 to 1, she'll be there with some goodies. So stop by and enjoy something good to eat and check out the model home there.
Cup of coffee or a bottle of water, and you bet we welcome people to stop by.
All right, sounds good. Well, Dwight, we appreciate it coming in on today's Mill Creek Crossing Connection, and we remind you that Mill Creek Crossing comes your way every Wednesday morning at this time here on KROS and is brought to you by Dan Dolan and Dan Dolan Homes.